Bah, hello. Hello, hello. How is everyone doing tonight? I'm just going to preface this by saying I'm sorry if I'm low energy. I am still very sick. Speaking of, I had to cough. Um, Hopefully everyone that's coming in, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. We're going to be playing something that I haven't played since 2019. Now I have played about 30 minutes of it, and I literally cried from how scary it was. This was back before I grew balls. You know what I mean? Um, I don't get scared as easily anymore, so I want to see if I can. Thanks, Hen. I want to see if I can handle. Yeah, I hope I'll be fine. I really hope I'll be fine. But there is the chance that I will cry. Just a reminder to new and returning viewers that there are channel points that you can earn. Thank you, Hen. Yeah, I really love my new PNG model. I think it came out really cute. But there are channel points now that you can earn for redeems. Down below are sound alerts. They're free, so if you want to just sound alert to try to spook me, there is the Phasmophobia Ghost Whisper, which will probably just confuse me a little bit more than you'd think. We'll see how far we can get in stream tonight. I plan to play It Moves until I finish it. I don't know how long that will be, but then when we come to the ending of it, I plan to play the Moonstone demo, because I've been seeing Moonstone Island on my timeline and I think it'd be fantastic. So yeah, let me go ahead and get that game loaded and we'll be jumping right in. Oh yeah, love the music so far. Let's just go right into this. Ah. So this is an RPG Maker style horror game. It was made 2016? It's apparently based on a creepypasta, I think. I do have a continue game because I did play it at one point, but I'm not going to continue game. I am going to start a new game, and we'll see how far we can handle not crying too. Bedtime. Bedtime is supposed to be a happy event for a tired child. For me, it was terrifying. While some children might complain about being put to bed before they have finished watching a film or playing their favorite video game, when I was a child, nighttime was something to truly fear. Somewhere in the back of my mind, it still is. This is me. Oh, I love how dingy everything looks. You can do quite a bit with the RPG Maker. You can do quite a bit with the RPG Maker. I think they used VX or Ace, but this style is so far very beautiful, full of toys and stuff. Poster from a movie. I got it from my brother. Teddy bear, Mr. Teddy. It won't. Can I? It's a wolf. No. A table. I cannot prove that what happened to me was objectively real, but I can swear that what I experienced was genuine horror, a fear which in my life I'm glad to say has never been equaled. I will relate it to you all as best I can. Make of it what you will, but I'll be glad to just get it off my chest. A picture of some mountains. Flowers, Mom put these here. Shoes, not very interesting. Oh, the cat is scritching himself. Sorry about the noise. Let me go ahead and also turn up the volume on the game so that you guys can hear it a little bit better, because I think it's a little bit, tiny bit too low. Give you some of that ambience noise. The ambiance. This is my father. Okay. I can't remember exactly when it started, but my apprehension towards falling asleep seemed to correspond with me being moved into a room of my own. There's Mom. This is my mother. Double-decker bed. A man with a mustache. Just a bunch of clothes in here. Ventilation, I think Mom said this is. Mom told me not to touch her stuff, especially this stuff. She's got a dildo in her drawer. Nothing too interesting. This is my brother's room. He told me yesterday... What? He told me yesterday to keep out of the room that we both had shared until then. I was 8 years old at the time. Until then I had a shared room quite happily with my older brother, as is perfectly understandable for a boy 5 years my senior. My brother eventually wished for a room of his own, and as a result I was given the room at the back of the house. As my brother was given a new bed, I was given the bunk beds which we used to share. While I was upset about sleeping on my own, I was excited at the thought of being able to sleep in the top bunk, which seemed far more adventurous to me. She keeps a dildo in her drawer. What can I say, hen? Nothing over here. These kinds of hallways are kind of weird to me, because I'm like, why are there hallways that really have like alcoves? I can't go here. Can I go? I guess the only thing I can do is, you know what, fair. Nope. Knock, 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 knock. It's Mommy. All right, it's bedtime. Already? Yes, adults need their sleep, you see. You'll be sleeping alone for the first time. Mommy, it's Mama. Time to sleep. You excited? Yes, Mom. It's time to sleep. Oh boy. Alright, I'm turning off the lights. Good night. Good night. Couldn't you just separate the bunk beds and then one kid could have the top bunk and the other could have the bottom bunk as their own individual beds? Chapter 1, Cave. Save to which file? Oh, you can see the... Oh, gosh. I'm already feeling the anxiety slipping. The anxiety slipping. Hello? Hello? Nada. Zip. Nothing. Yeah, it's a great looking game. It's just oddly terrifying as hell. Can't go further. Guess I'm going in the creepy cabin in the woods. Oh, great. A pot and some ragged cloth. I wonder what's cooking. Stalking is such a strong word. I prefer to think... yes, Scolder, what could possibly go wrong? Stalking is such a strong word. I prefer to think of it more as intense research on one individual. By the way, your missing sock is under your bed with me. Just kidding. Now I'm gonna go looking for it. A cold, unwelcoming breeze comes from the bottom of the stairs. Go down. Well, where else are we gonna go? Weird mushroom. Looks poisonous. Am I supposed to run? Weird mushroom. Looks poisonous. I don't like this. Oh, it's so gross. Purple mushroom. Definitely poisonous. Okay, this is red liquid seeping out from the mushroom hat. Okay, cool. Think I'm supposed to be running. Think I'm supposed to run. 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 That didn't sound good. Nope. Think I'm supposed to run. I think I missed something that I was supposed to see. Please, gods, let me in. Majde. Oh? Oh, it's one of these puzzles. There we go. That wasn't too hard. I think I was supposed to run. I think you had it. Yeah. It's... Nope. Yep, I think I'm supposed to run. Think I'm supposed to run. Think I'm just supposed to run. How do I... Can I shift run? Nope, nope. Nope, I don't like anything that is. Whatever the hell that was, I don't like it. Oh, this game is bringing back trippy nostalgia and anxiety for me. So far, it's not too bad, but I can feel my anxiety heightening. I think it's just the decrepit sensation. Oh, no. I don't think I can win that. Nope. Big no. Big no. Huh? Huh? Oh. Mom, I had a bad dream. Mom? You in your little PJs? Your footy PJs? Go to mommy's room. Go to mom. Mom, I had a bad dream. Sweetie, what's wrong? I had a bad dream. Oh, that's too bad, sweetie. I'll be up in a minute and we can eat breakfast together. Alright, hurry up. Go change your clothes and I'll be right there. At least her mom is sweet. She's like, you had a bad dream? Let's eat breakfast together. Let's eat brekkie together. And so another day started. It was a day of little importance to our story. I won't bother you with the details. The one thing I remember is that even though I played with friends like I always did, I somehow still felt lonely. I didn't enter my new room until later that night. It was time to go to sleep again. Oh, I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. Rolling around at the speed. Oh. Chapter 2, Labyrinth. Why do I feel like this font is familiar to me? Like, I don't know what it is, but this... Oh, gosh. The smiley face. It's a sad face. That's a thing. This is a wall. This is a wall. Oh, okay. I have to figure out what button to press in what order. Smile. No. Is it just the smileys? Something unlocked. Nope. I've had a dream similar to this, and honestly, it was quite terrifying. Because you don't know what's going on, and you're just running around in a maze. Aha, okay. Oh, gods. Looks like a fan. I'm hoping I don't have to run from anything soon, because I'm screwed. Instructions on how to use a fire extinguisher. Oh. I'm heading off to bed. Good luck with this, but seems like you're doing great so far. The game looks good. Thank you! Go get him. Don't get got. I will do my best not to get got. Ventilation, maybe? The air is still stuffy, though. Love you, hen. Have a good night. Oh, the noises are so loud. A poster from some concert. It looks old. What are you? Okay. Now I have that on my screen. That's great. This is fine. This is fine. Do I leave this way? I can't leave this way. Do I have to find more of those creepy guys? A wanted poster. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. There's a guy there. There's a guy there. I found another one. Flash me. Flash me. Oh god, I'm crying already. Oh no. Okay. Okay, he don't hurt me. He's just there to spook me. Friends, please. Oh, there's something so unsettling by the noises, and it's slowly creeping in on my ears. I don't like it. Ah. No. No. Buttons. Buttons, save me. Did I go this way? What's this? Nothing of interest, I think. I found 3. Is that 3 friends? 3 friends. We have 3 friends. I'm moving faster. I think I'm moving faster because I'm supposed to find the 4th friend and get the hell out. That's a wanted poster. No, 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 no. Don't like that crescendo. We don't like that crescendo. Oh, ho, ho. Yeah, I remember. 4th friend. No. How many friends do I need to find? Is that not enough friends? There's another friend. 5th friend. Where's the 6th friend? How many friends do I make? Stop that. I guess he's getting more panicked, so he's starting to run faster, but it's just making it harder to do things. Anokore? Okay. Did we survive? We survived. Oh, jeezums. When you awaken from a deep sleep to something moving or stirring, it can take a few moments for you to truly understand what is happening. The fog of sleep hangs over your eyes and ears even when lucid. Something was moving. There was no doubt about that. At first I wasn't sure what it was. Everything was dark, almost pitch black, but there was enough light creeping in from outside to outline that room. 2 thoughts appeared in my mind almost simultaneously. The first was that my parents were in bed because the rest of the house lay both in darkness and silence. The second thought turned to the noise, a noise which had obviously woken me. That was it, bed sheets rustling in the dark and someone breathing, as if some disturbed sleeper was attempting to get all too comfortable in the bottom bunk. Oh. I lay there in disbelief, thinking that the noise was either my imagination or perhaps just my pet cat finding somewhere comfortable to sleep for the night. It was then that I noticed my door shut as it had been as I'd fallen asleep. Perhaps my mom had checked in on me and the cat had sneaked into my room then. Yes, that must be it. I turned to face the wall, closing my eyes in the vain hope that I could fall back asleep. As I moved, the rustling noise from underneath me ceased. I thought I must have disturbed my cat, but quickly I realized that the visitor in the bottom bunk was much less mundane than my pet, trying to sleep and much more sinister. As if altered too and disgruntled by my presence, the disturbed sleeper began to toss and turn violently, like a child having a tantrum in their bed. I could hear the sheets twist and turn with increasing ferocity. Fear then gripped me, not like the subtle sense of unease I had experienced earlier, but now potent and terrifying. My heart raced as my eyes panicked. Scanning the almost impenetrable darkness, I let out a cry. As most young boys do, I instinctively shouted on my mother. I could hear something stir on the other side of the house, but as I began to breathe a sigh of relief that my parents were coming to save me, the bunk bed suddenly started to shake violently as if gripped by an earthquake, scraping against the wall. I could hear the sheets below me thrashing around as if tormented by malice. I did not want to jump down to safety, as I feared the thing in the bottom bunk would reach out and grab me, pulling me into the darkness, so I stayed there, white-knuckled, clenching my own blanket like a shroud of protection. The wait seemed like an eternity. Oh, thank God. What's wrong? Did you have a bad dream? I cried and my mother consoled me. Tears of fear followed by relief streamed down my face. Yet through all of the horror and relief, I did not tell her why I was so upset. I cannot explain it, but it was as though whatever had been in that bunk would return if I even so much as spoke of it. Whether that was the truth, I did not know, but as a child, I felt as if that unseen menace remained close, listening. My mother lay in the empty bunk, promising to stay there until morning. I remember the next day, wanting to go anywhere, be anywhere, but in that suffocating room. It was Saturday, and I played outside, quite happily with my friends. Although our house was not large, we were lucky to have a long sloping back garden in the back. We played there often, as much as it was overgrown, and we could hide in the bushes, climb in the huge sycamore tree which towered above all else, and easily imagine ourselves in the throes of a grand adventure. As fun as it all was, occasionally my eye would turn to that small window. Oh, I accidentally skipped it. But for me, that thin boundary was looking glass into a strange, cold pocket of dread. Outside, the lush green surroundings of our garden filled with smiling faces of my friends. Inside, the feeling of something in that room, watching me play, waiting for the night when I would be alone, eagerly filled with hate. It may sound strange to you, but by the time my parents ushered me back into that room for the night, I said nothing. I didn't protest, I didn't make an excuse as to why I couldn't sleep there. I still felt this thing would be enraged if I so much as spoke of it. Another night again. Chapter 3, Factorized. So far, I think I'm making it further than I ever did, so I'm content with that. Save it there. The door is firmly shut. Low-key, this is really sick looking. That looks really cool. Alright, what do we do? We're just... Oh! Lights be glowing! A huge skull. We just keep going. Dun dun. Dun dun. This game is a lot less scary on stream because I can just talk. I'm not just engulfed. I also love... I just love that the eyes are blinking so rapidly and you're just like, what? It's a... Oh. Or not. Hello? That wasn't too bad of a dream. Ah. This reminds me of another game. The backing. The some kind of altar. Alright. Some kind of machine. Can't get through there. Can't get through there. Or there. Looks like something used to pour out of these. Let's keep looking on this side. I wish that there was a run function. Whoop. Can't go there. Nothing there. We're clearly about to summon something. What we're summoning is completely unknown to me. Looks almost like the lights on the runway at an airport. I will say this sound that they're using, this like that sound is so not okay. I'm not seeing anything. Huh? Hello? Oh no. Hi. Are you gonna send me messages in blood? Like what? I have no idea how I'm supposed to get through any of these areas. There doesn't seem to be anything that I can do. But I can see, like, the torches that I'm supposed to get in some of the rooms. Picture of some kind of green landscape. The picture is in bad shape to make out any details. I can't seem to find, no me gusta. No. No quiero ser aquí. No. I don't know what that sound is. I don't want to know what that sound is. I just want to figure out how I'm supposed to continue on forward. Please. Please. A large fan circulating the stuffy air. Alright, how do I... What do I do? 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 Do I press a button on here? Wait. Okay, that opened something. Okay, I just missed that. I just missed it. It's fine. Everything's fine. Don't know what I missed, don't know where I missed, but I'm going to go this way first, because I remember the switch here, and then there was another switch over here. That one's locked. Lights on a runway. Hallway of death. Don't do that. How are you? I'm fine. Are we friends? Can I say we're friends? You're just hiding in there. Fuck you. You can stay there. I see you in the darkness. Oh, I wish there was a run function. I wish there was a run function. I wish there was a run function. I thought that was something. It's just the machine. Oh my god. Oh, please. Please just tell me what's open. Go faster, you. Oh, this is open. What are you? A creepy mask. Put on the mask. Scare your demons. Okay, hello. Friend? Are we friends? Oh, no. No, we're not friends. Oh. That's the creepy mask. Take the mask with you. Okay, that unlocks something. We're gonna check up here first. Yep, it's up here. Red liquid is pouring out. Delicious. It's Kool-Aid, everybody. We're going to be drinking good tonight with our Kool-Aid. Okay, I think that's everything on the right side, so it has to be unlocked over on these sides now. An amorphous blob. We love amorphous blobs. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. You're still there? You're still our friend? Unlocked this one? No, we already got that one. What? This one? The last one is with the pumpkin head. Is that true? Is he in there? He's not in there anymore. I have released him. We have released the demon into our world. Okay. I think that's the last one. Now we go to the altar. We're summoning demons in our dreams. Oh, okay. We are friends with the amorphous blob. As opposed to the pumpkin demon? Question mark? What the hell? It's funny how certain words can remain hidden from your mind no matter how blatant or obvious they are. One word came to me that night, lying there in the darkness alone, frightened, aware of a rotten change in the atmosphere, a thickening of the air as if something had displaced it. As I heard the first casual twists of the bed sheets below, the first anxious increase of my heartbeat at the realization that something was once again in the bottom bunk, that word. A word which had been sent into exile, filtered up through my consciousness, breaking free of all repressions, gasping for air, screaming, etching, and carving itself into my mind. Ghost. As this thought came to me, I noticed that my unwelcome visitor had ceased moving. The bed sheets lay calm and dormant, but they had been replaced by something far more hideous. A slow, rhythmic, rasping breath heaved and escaped from the thing below. I could imagine its chest rising and falling with each sordid, wheezing, and garbled breath. I shuddered and hoped beyond all hope that it would leave without occurrence. The house lay as it had the previous night, in a thick blanket of darkness. Silence prevailed, all but for that perverted breath of my as-yet unseen bunkmate. I lay there terrified. I just wanted this thing to go, to leave me alone. What did it want? Then something unmistakably chilling transpired. It moved. It moved in a way different from before. When it threw itself around in the bottom bunk, it seemed unrestrained, without purpose, almost animalistic. For that thing lying there in the darkness, that thing which seemed intent on terrorizing a young boy, calmly and nonchalantly sat up. Its labored breath had become louder. Now only a mattress and a few flimsy wooden slats separated my body from the unearthly breath below. I lay there, my eyes filled with tears. A fear which mere words cannot relate to you or anyone else coursed through my veins. Oh gosh. I would not have believed that this fear could have been heightened, but I was so wrong. I imagined that this thing would look like, sitting there listening from below my mattress, hoping to catch the slightest hint that I was awake. Imagination then turned to an unnerving reality. It began to touch the wooden slats which my mattress sat on. It seemed to caress them carefully, running what I imagined to be fingers and hands across the surface of the wood. Then with great force, it prodded angrily between two slats into the mattress. Even though the padding, it felt as though someone had viciously stuck their fingers into my side. I let out an almighty cry, and the wheezing, shaking, and moving thing in the bunk below replied in kind by violently vibrating the bunk as it had done the night before. Small flakes of paint powdered onto my blanket from the wall as the frame of the bed scraped along it, backwards and forwards. Once again I was bathed in light, and there stood my mother, loving, caring as she always was, with a comforting hug and calming words which eventually subdued my hysteria. Of course she asked what was wrong, but I could not say. I dared not say. I simply said one word over and over and over again. Nightmare. The pattern of events continued for weeks, if not months. Night after night, I would awaken to the sound of rustling sheets. Each time I would scream so as to not provide this abomination the time to prod and feel for me. With each cry, the bed would shake violently, stopping the arrival of my mother, who would spend the rest of the night in the bottom bunk, seemingly unaware of the sinister force torturing her son nightly. Along the way, I managed to feign illness a few times and come up with other less than truthful reasons for sleeping in my parents' beds. But more often than not, I would be alone for the first few hours of each night in that place, the room where the light from outside did not sit right, alone with that thing. With time, you can become desensitized to almost anything, no matter how horrific. I had come to realize that for whatever reason, that thing could not harm me when my mother was present. I'm sure the same would have been said for my father, but as loving as he was, waking him from sleep was almost impossible. Waking me, on the other hand, was no trouble at all, thanks to the nightmares. Chapter 4, Anger Overload. You're reading? I'm playing... Hey, Mura. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Cómo estás? I am playing It Moves, a horror RPG game. Looks like a radio presenter. It does feel like that with the exposition sometimes, yeah. Bien y vos? Más o menos. I'm a little bit sick. I'm a little sick today and trying to kind of stay relaxed. So of course I chose a game that terrified me as a kid. The painted glass depicts some religious man, I guess. Nice. Earthquake? A hook hanging from the wall. A piece of meat hangs to dry from it. That doesn't look like meat. Hey Mar! Welcome, welcome. And welcome Mura as well. Hope you guys are having a good day. We're playing a game that used to terrify me as a kid called It Moves. The painted glass depicts a scene from the Bible. There's a lot of exposition, so just keep that in mind. There's a giant spider there. Can the spider kill me? Is the spider a friend? Spider doesn't say anything. Another one. But this game is supposed to be a really good horror game. It's a big pool, but I'd rather not use it. So far I've cried once. I started tearing up because of the anxiety building up from earlier dreams. Oh, no, 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 no. And I still have this, like... Oh, great, I'm locked in a room. Oh, no. I am locked in a room. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't crunch the child. The child did nothing wrong. What the hell? Okay. Things are starting to get a little trippy here. Starting to freak me out a little bit. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep on running. We are just going to keep on running. Am I supposed to go back? No. Oh, nope. Their mouths are closed now, so they're not making that freaky sound, which is a relief, to say the least. I only remember the first, like, chapter of this game because I played it... Ugh. I played it for 30 minutes 4 years ago and then had to put it down because it scared me so bad. And it is... God, it's good. Looking at it now, I can see why it scared me back then. But it just looks like a really good game now. Like, the level of detail they put into it... Okay, please stop. The screaming child is... Is that a chainsaw in the background? Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck, 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 fuck. The babies are coming for me. The babies are coming for me. I feel a whole hell of a lot less scared than I did before. Oh? My greatest fears were realized in the winter. The days grew short, and the longer nights merely provided the wretch with more opportunities. It was a difficult time for my family. My grandmother, a wonderfully kind and gentle woman, had deteriorated greatly since the death of my grandfather. My mother was trying her best to keep her in the community as long as possible. However, dementia is a cruel and degenerative illness, robbing a person. I have not played milk outside a bag of milk outside of bag of milk. I have heard of it, and I've seen some gameplay, but I have yet to play it myself. I really want to, though. I have a list of games that I want to purchase once I get paid this week, because I want to stream them, because I think it would be fun. It reminds you a lot of that. I'm glad. This is a game from 2016, so if a modern game took inspiration, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. Dementia is a cruel and degenerative illness, robbing a person of their memories one day at a time. Soon she recognized none of us, and it became clear that she would need to be moved from her house to a nursing home. Before she could be moved, my grandmother had a particularly difficult few nights, and my mother decided that she would stay with her. As much as I loved my grandmother and felt nothing but anguish at her illness, to this day I feel guilty that my first thoughts were not of her, but of what my nightly visitor may do should it become aware of my mother's absence. Her presence being the one thing which I was sure was protecting me from the full horror of this thing's reach. I rushed home from school that day and immediately wrenched the bed sheets and mattress from the lower bunk, removing all the slats and placing an old desk, a chest of drawers, and some chairs which we kept in a cupboard where the bottom bunk used to be. I told my father I was making an office, which he found adorable, but I would be damned if I'd give that thing a place to sleep for one more night. As darkness approached, I lay there knowing my mother was not in the house. I did not know what to do. My only impulse was to sneak into her jewelry box and take a small family crucifix which I had seen there before. While my family were not very religious, at the age I still believed in God and hoped that somehow this would protect me. Okay, Muda, take your time. Although fearful and anxious, while gripping the crucifix under my pillow tightly in one hand, sleep eventually came, and as I drifted off to dream, I hoped that I would awaken in the morning without incidents. Unfortunately, that night was the most terrifying of all. I think this is the time that we get chased by a monster, everybody. Urban Explorer. Oh no. Is it a hospital or is it... what's it gonna be? And it's a school? It's a school. It says woof. Woof. Woof, woof. A poster for a play. A bunch of school books. Okay, yeah, it's a school. You can play better than that. So we're an urban explorer in an abandoned school. The feeling that something's invading your privacy, even without ill will, is still disturbing. Without ill will, I'm... Uh-huh. Okay. You are good. Alright. Is that a grenade? Even if you don't know why they're here, you hold the greatest amount of fear for them. That is the bones of a triceratops. The sounds of screams are awful. They're even worse when they are your own. Honestly, I'm thinking we explore every little room, because it probably has dialogue. Do you want me to follow you? Uh-oh. Was I not supposed to go in here? Game? Hello? Uh-oh. Hold on. It looks like I was not supposed to go here. Hold on. I'm gonna fix this. Gotta restart the game. It looks like I broke the game by entering a room that I was not supposed to be in. So, pro tip, just follow the monster and don't don't go against the monster, basically. Continue. So we're just gonna follow the monster where he goes instead this time. Something is invading privacy, even without. We see monster. Monster is friend. Monster, bring us out of this nightmare. Actually, I do want to check this. Oh. Okay, goodbye. I no longer want to check that. Okay. A busted old machine of some sort. Down we go. So far, these later chapters aren't hitting my nerves as badly as the early chapters. There's still always the possibility that that could change. I have no idea where I'm going. Am I supposed to remember where I'm going? Because fuck if I'm gonna remember all this. Okay. Where's the start? Let's see if we can go back and get a start. Okay, yeah, it's some kind of weird puzzle. So if I go down center, it takes me to this one. If I go left, it takes me to this. Oh, that takes me here. Oh boy. If I just keep going straight. I can't keep going straight. I have to choose a left or a right at some point. Well, I figured it out, apparently. We are in a long and decrepit hallway at which I do not know if there are monsters chasing me, but I'm going to pretend like there are monsters chasing me because I don't feel like safe in this hallway at all. What is with the tent? What is with the tent, Mar? I can't even see the emote. I'm starting to cry. It's starting to hit my nerves a little bit. Starting to make my nerves go wee. Okay. Ah, sacrifice? Me? On table. What are you? Sacrifice? I am sacrifice. Since you're seemingly running in a circle. Oh. Pretty much. I am now a sacrifice. Eat my soul. I don't know what kind of shenanigans is going on here. What are these masks? What are these faces? What is going on? Ugh, I didn't like any of those sounds. No, 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 no. I don't want to be here right now. No quiero ser aquí. No quiero ser aquí. I don't want to be here. I know that's not how you say it, but... You're awfully quiet nowadays. Is there something wrong, son? Nothing. Are you sure? Is there something wrong with your new room? Are you lonely without your brother? No. All right, then. That was the most awkward conversation with a dad that you could have ever had. Come on now. I woke gradually. The room was once again dark. As my eyes adjusted, I could gradually make out the window and the door, and the walls, some toys on a shelf, and, even to this day, I shudder to think of it, but there was no noise. No rustling of sheets, no movement at all. The room felt lifeless. Lifeless yet not empty. The nightly visitor, that unwelcome, wheezing, hate-filled thing which had terrorized me night after night, was not on the bottom bunk. It was in my bed. Oh, that's what the little... Oh, I can see it now. I see it on the top bed. I opened my mouth to scream, but nothing came out. Utter terror had shaken the very sound from my voice. I lay motionless. If I could not scream, I did not want to let it know I was awake. I had not yet seen it. I could only feel it. It was obscured under my blanket. I could see its outline and I could feel its presence, but I dared not look. The weight of it pressed down on top of me, a sensation I will never forget. When I say that hours passed, I do not exaggerate. Laying there motionless in the darkness, I was every bit a scared and frightened young boy. If it had been during the summer months, it would have been light by then. But the grasp of winter is long and unrelenting, and I knew it would be hours before sunrise, a sunrise which I yearned for. I was a timid child by nature, but I reached my breaking point, a moment where I could wait no more, and where I could survive under the intimately deviant abomination no longer. Fear can sometimes wear you out, make you threadbare, a shell of nerves leaving only the slightest trace of you behind. I had to get out of the bed. Then I remembered the crucifix. So we did steal the crucifix from the jewelry box at some point. My hand still lay underneath the pillow, but it was empty. I slowly moved my wrist around to find it, minimizing as best I could the sound and vibrations caused, but I could not be found. I had either knocked it off the top bunk, or it had, I could not even bear to think of it, been taken from my hand. Without the crucifix, I lost any sense of hope. Even at such a young age, you can be acutely aware of what death is, and intensely frightened of it. I knew I was going to die in that bed if I lay there, dormant, passive, doing nothing. I had to leave that room behind, but how? Should I leap from the bed and hope that I make it to the door? What if it's faster than me? Or should I slowly slip out of that top bunk, hoping to not disturb my uncanny bedfellow? Realizing that I had not stirred when I moved, trying to find the crucifix, I began to have the strangest of thoughts. Are we gonna dream again? The abyss. Oh, there's always a swimming level. Always a swimming level. This is really well made for RPG Maker, though. It's a really well made swimming, like animation and level. But I have a fear that I'm probably going to get lost again. Huh? Dad? That's our dad's body. Drain water. Remove diving gear. Ooh. Looks like we found some kind of underwater area that we can be, not swimming in. There's our dad. Where's he going? Dad, where are you going? Dad. 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 Papa. 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 I love that emote, Mar. He's ushering us to jump into the abyss. Oh, we don't have diving gear. Dad? Are you here to save me? Are you here to save me, Dad? What the fuck is going on? I am straightening my back out. What the fuck? What is going on? The imagery in this game confuses the living hell out of me. I am both terrified and also confused. Okay, we survived, somehow. What if it was asleep? It hadn't so much as breathed since I had woken up. Perhaps it was resting, believing that it had finally got me, that I was finally in its grasp. Or perhaps it was just toying with me. After all, it had been doing just that for countless nights. And now with me under it, pinned against my mattress with no mother to protect me, maybe it was holding off, savoring its victory until the last possible moment, like a wild animal savoring its prey. I tried to breathe as shallowly as possible, and mustering every ounce of courage I could, I reached over slowly with my right hand and began to peel the blanket off me. What I found under those covers almost stopped my heart. I did not see it, but as my hand moved the blanket, it brushed against something. Something smooth and cold, something which had felt unmistakably, like a gaunt hand. The way you say Papa sounds like an old-timey child. Papa? Papa, please. I am secretly a time-traveling child from the 1800s. You have found my biggest secret. Congratulations, more. I held my breath in terror, as I was sure it must not now have known that I was awake. Nothing. It did not stir. It felt dead. After a few moments, I placed my hand carefully further down the blanket and felt a thin, poorly formed forearm. Why are you feeling down the monster? No, you're feeling up the monster. Get out of the bed. My confidence and almost twisted sense of curiosity grew as I moved down further to a disproportionately larger bicep muscle. The arm was outstretched, lying across my chest, with the hand resting on my left shoulder as if it had grabbed me in my sleep. I realized that I would have to move this cadaverous appendage if I even so much as hoped to escape its grasp. For some reason, the feeling of torn, ragged clothing on the shoulder of this nighttime invader stopped me in my tracks. Okay. Child, you're too young to fondle monsters. You're too young to be fondling monsters, bro. Fear once again swelled in my stomach and in my chest as I recoiled my hand in disgust at the touch of straggled, oily hair. I could not bring myself to touch its face, although I wondered to this very day what it would have felt like. Dear God, it moved. Bro, stop feeling up the monster. This is, oh my God. Hostia? Hostia? I don't know what this word is. Hostia? Chapter 7, Hostia. Oh, I'm tiny. Hello. Are you a friend? Are you friendly? Do you want hugs? I feel like I'm talking to a ghost in Phasmophobia. Just, are you French? Are you friendly? Oh, it's the amorphous blob from, like, chapter 3. Hello there, blob. Okay, I can't do anything. I'm going into the blob, then? Yes, I'm going into the blob. Those look like sperm. I'm just gonna say it. Those look like sperm. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. Alright. I wasn't expecting... Do you want a party? Do you want to dance, my friend? I was not expecting this level of body horror in this game. A little bit much. But at the same time, it's perfect because it's just amping up and up and up. And having once chosen never to seek to return to the crossroads of that decision, for even if one chooses wrongly, the choice cannot be unmade. Oh, great. Well, I'm going this way. Well, guess I'm not going that way. Going this way. Guess I'm not going that way. I'm going this way. Guess I'm not going that way. I guess I'm going back. Do you have, at a crossroads in life, what does one do? Stand at the crossroads if you will, but if you will not choose, I'll move on without you. I tried to move. What happens if I don't move? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Is I'm just supposed to not move for a minute? Hey, Nano. Welcome, Nano. How you doing? I hope you had a good day at work. Doesn't look like it moves. What was your advice? Having once chosen never to seek to return the crossroads after that decision, for even when chooses wrongly, the choice cannot be unmade. Well, I can't go to literally any direction. Was fine, just chilling. What about you? Ah, I did have to go back. I was feeling sick, and last night, I think you remember in chat in Discord, and I was still feeling really ill when I woke up. So I called out. I'm feeling a hell of a lot better though. We are playing It Moves, which is a game that used to scare me 4 years ago. It's still horrifying. Yeah, yay. I am feeling a hell of a lot better. And we will see... Oh my god. Is it just... Am I just supposed to sit here and listen to this? Yep, I'm just supposed to sit there and listen to that. Now saving. Oh gods. It moved. It was subtle, but its grip on my shoulder and across my body strengthened. No tears came, but God, how I wanted to cry. As its hand and arm slowly coiled around me, my left leg brushed along the cool wall which the bed lay against. Of all that happened to me in that room, this was the strangest. No. I don't like this at all. I don't like this imagery. I realized that this clutching, rancid thing which drew great delight from violating a young boy's bed was not entirely on top of me. It was sticking out from the wall like a spider striking from its lair. Suddenly, its grip moved from a slow tightening to a sudden squeeze. It pulled and clawed at my clothes as if frightened that the opportunity would soon pass. I fought against it, but its emaciated arm was far too strong for me. Its head rose up, writhing and contorting under the blanket. I now realized where it was taking me, into the wall. I fought for my dear life. I cried, and suddenly my voice returned to me, yelling, screaming, but no one came. Then I realized why it was so eager to suddenly strike, why this thing had to have me now. Through my window, that window which seemed to represent so much malice from outside, streaked hope, the first rays of sunshine. I struggled further, knowing that if I could just hold on, it would soon be gone. As I fought for my life, the unearthly parasite shifted, slowly pulling itself up my chest, its head now poking out from under the blanket, wheezing, coughing, rasping. I do not remember its features. I simply remember its breathing against my face, foul and as cold as ice. As the sun broke over the horizon, that dark place, that suffocated room of contempt, was washed, bathed in sunlight. I passed out as its scrawny fingers encircled my neck, squeezing the very life from me. Ugh. Do not go quietly into the night. So it's in the wall, and it's trying to pull him in. Did it win, though? I awoke to my father offering to make me some breakfast. A wonderful sight indeed. I had survived the most horrible experience of my life until then, and now. I moved the bed away from the wall, leaving behind the furniture I believed would stop that thing from taking a bed. Little did I think that it would try to take mine and me. Weeks passed without incident, yet on one cold, frostbitten night, I awoke to the sound of the furniture where the bunk beds used to be vibrating violently. I lay there sure I could hear a distant wheezing coming from deep within the wall, finally fading into the distance. The following year I was given a larger room on the other side of the house, and my parents took that room as their bedroom. They said they didn't need a large room, just one big enough for a bed and a few things. They lasted 10 days. We moved on the 11th. I am inside your walls! I am within thy walls. I love that this kid had nightmares for that long, and their parents were totally fine with it, but when the parents moved in, they only lasted 10 days, and they moved the house on the 11th. Like, your kid suffered, and you were like, it's totally fine. This is fine. You know what I mean? That's just bad parents. Skill issue. Total skill issue. That was surprisingly really good. Based on the story Bedtime by Michael Whitehouse. Huh. Sad thing is parents do be like that. Yeah. Yeah, sad thing is parents really do act like, oh, this kid's imagination is too much. They don't think, like, what can I do to make their imagination lesser and, like, ease their anxiety. Can I move? Oh no, I can move. Oh boy. Oh, I was able to move that whole time. The end. No cheap jump scare at the end. I'm actually quite proud of the game for that. I'm actually quite impressed. That was It Moves. I used to be afraid of that game for a long time, and I'm very glad that I gave it another chance and didn't let it scare me this time. Because it did make me cry early on, because there's a part where you have to get all these cultists, and the running makes me panic, because you start running, the more cultists you get, and I'm like, I need to find all the cultists.